back to Happy Apple Core Homestead. It is late July and it is time to give you my garden tour of the month. I did promise I would give you a tour every single month for the year that my garden was receiving its sabbatical rest. I did not sow any seeds this year. I'll link up the video that explains why there if you want to see it. I'm a little bit embarrassed about the way she looks right now, so try not to be too hard on me. Let's go out and take a look. As always, we'll start in the greenhouse. These are my peppers. I cannot believe how many of them died. This whole bed was full of peppers and now they're dead except for this little dude. Over here we have a few. This whole side dead. I have no idea what happened, but all of the peppers that are growing in the pots are doing absolutely fabulous. Let's go check out the main garden. Here we are entering the garden. It is super sunny. I hope you guys can see okay. The sun is low on the horizon. It's kind of evening right now. But we'll start over here. These are my raspberry plants. Basically, they're done fruiting for the year, but I mean, they're okay. Some of them look a little sad. Let's pop over here. The rosemary is doing so good, you guys. Very happy with that. This is a blueberry plant. Okay, there is a blueberry right there. And more rosemary on this side. An update on the irrigation. It has not been fixed yet, but it is on the list, you guys. It is on the list. And over here, look at how amazing this mallow looks. These blooms are so gorgeous. I could not possibly be happier to have flowers over here. Look at the color. You guys, it is so pretty. When I talk about being embarrassed, y'all, like, look at this. I mean, you know, I did weed this a couple months ago. Weeding is important for garden work, and I have not done my job. Some really pretty calendula over here that migrated. It was never planted here. And if you remember from my last video, I'm like, oh, these are poppies. This is not poppies. Y'all, this is feverfew. I have no idea how it got over here, but look at that massive amount of feverfew. And of course, more calendula that migrated. Here's the other raspberry plant. There's like this little spot that doesn't look that happy. But I've gotten a lot of berries. And it's a little bit early, but check it out. Whoa, there he goes. Garden spiders are coming. This bed, so many weeds. So many weeds. And this comfrey plant has absolutely exploded since the last time we saw each other. And my rhubarb has completely regrown. You guys, I'm about to harvest another batch because do you remember how sad it was looking last month? All of a sudden, it decided to like have a whole new life. And so I'm gonna harvest some more. It's not quite what I would consider the heat of the summer. I won't harvest it, you know, in mid-August or anything, but these are beautiful and I'm a happy girl. This is what's left of the yarrow. Of course, you guys know I'm not tearing down any of the plants. This could really use a haircut. And I have a ton of yarrow stored up, so I really just don't need any more. But if you guys come across this, this is excellent. These flowers are excellent for stopping blood flow. So if you get a cut or a scrape, you're gonna want some of that. Here are my poppies. I've just been letting them grow wild. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm so embarrassed. These are blackberries that the birds have so very generously poop planted for me. Appreciate that. You remember already seeing this massive comfrey plant. just kind of letting it flower and do its thing, and it is taking over the whole world. My oregano has gone to bloom and it is beautiful, and my bees love it. Look at the girls. Whoa, okay. The wind kind of... Let me see if I can show you the girls, if the wind doesn't blow for a minute. My honeybees love the oregano flowers. This is the ginormous lemon balm. You know, I tried to give some to the community and it's like nobody wants it. Do you guys not realize how medicinal this is? Anyway, it's huge. It's almost as tall as me. These are the new raspberry plants, and there are still raspberries coming in. Very pretty. Probably need to grab those for my dinner. And more weeds. Here's the strawberry bed. There are strawberries in here too that I really should bring in and eat. I do leave a few for the birds, but they don't really seem to mess that much with my strawberries. But look at this one, you guys. Look how beautiful this strawberry is. Absolutely need this for dinner. And then if you can see on my finger, there's a new strawberry coming in, a flower. These are mostly everbearing, and so they're kind of going to go all summer long. There's new flowers here, so we'll have a few more strawberries before the end of the season. These also are new raspberry plants. If you watch my channel, you know. And look, beautiful raspberry. And even more coming on. Pretty excited about that. This was one of the beds that had just leaf mulch. And originally I had said, yeah, use the leaf mulch. It's amazing. It tamps down the weeds. But over time, those leaves compost in and we still get weeds. Also, there is a lot of vole activity. There's tons and tons of holes. I don't know if you guys can see on the other side there, but there's 2 more huge holes there. And over here, like several more holes. And I am not doing any pest remediation in the garden this year. I just want to stand here to, I don't know if you can see this, but like this is my board and you see how it goes like wonky. We are going to redo the boards in the beds this year, and I think maybe by August garden tour you're going to be able to see the new barriers that we put in. And don't hold me to that, but I'm thinking you'll see it next month. Here's the other rhubarb bed, and look how, I mean, it just came all back to life. We had a couple days of rain, and that has made a magnificent difference in our garden after having several weeks of no rain. Even though it wasn't super, super hot, we just didn't have any rain, and I'm not really watering much. The rest of this bed is weeds. There are potatoes in here. Most of them have died down and I need to dig them up, and I will dig them up when I dig out these weeds. And of course this is all weeds. I'm not doing myself any favors because, as you can see, they have gone to seed. Same with the chamomile bed. It's totally done. I could have harvested more. Put a word out to the community and they didn't want this, which totally blows my mind, but I tried. Here are some more blueberry bushes. There's like a few blueberries on there, not too many. I've harvested quite a bit. Weeds and blueberries. Lots of good ones to eat. And weeds to pull, that's for sure. Over here, Weed City. Remember when I thought this was a pea? Yep, not a pea. Like, even the gnome is buried under that weed. Weeds and blueberries and spiders over here. These blueberry plants never fruited, but they do look a lot happier, and that is encouraging to me. Weeds and weeds. Lots of weeds, lots of blackberries. I have got to get those out. I mean, most of this bed, all of these are blackberries, which are going to be painful if they get too big, and the way that they spread, it's just not wise for me to leave them there. These are raspberries and weeds. Over here we have blueberries and weeds. It's a weed. But we do have pretty blueberries here. The grapes are looking so beautiful. All the ones that were just little tiny flowers are turning into beautiful grapes. This is going to be an amazing grape harvest, I'm pretty sure, unless something happens that I'm not aware of. Over here is a field of feverfew, and beyond that is a field of lime balm. Let's skip down the middle. This bed here is mostly weeds and potatoes. This bed here, weeds. And this bed here, what a shocker, it's weeds! This kind of makes me giggle. Over here, this is on the other side of the lime balm that is like a city block wide practically. It's all this sheep sorrel, which I have such a hard time growing, and now I'm never going to be able to get rid of it. And look at this, you guys. Look how pretty. And look, spikies. I have no idea how this little dude got here, but this is a brassica. I'm guessing it's a broccoli. And weeds. This entire bed here is weeds. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a little bit of broccoli here. So tiny bits of food and spikies. I'm so embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie, this is insanity. The amount of weeds, you can't even tell like the grass from the weeds from the grass because it's just all weeds. Here we have where I harvested my broccoli last year. This has all gone to seed. I'll let these go ahead and brown up and then I'll harvest more. So if y'all need some baby broccoli seeds, let me know. Lots of spikies. Alright, I gotta stop saying that. I know I'm not a child, but I guess it's fun. More feverfew. Have no idea how it got here. Lots and lots of weeds and a bunch of calendula. I didn't really need it anymore, so I just left it here to just be pretty. These blooms are gorgeous. This is the last bed. Again, lots of weeds. Pretty flowers on the weeds. This is the oregano, the other side. So that was the first, over there was the first oregano I showed you, but this one has bloomed as well. The hyssop has bloomed, the tarragon has bloomed, the thyme has bloomed, and so have all the weeds. Here's my little overview to show you my garden. And I just want to let you know that gardening is hard and sometimes the weeds take over. But that doesn't mean that your hard work doesn't matter. So please don't lose heart, you guys. It's okay to have weeds in your garden, and it's okay to rest. Something that is going well for me is all of these potted tomatoes. I did give them some Calpro and they're pretty happy. Lots of blooms, no tomatoes yet. but it's a jungle of tomatoes. Last but not least, here are my patio plants. They're all really happy. I've been harvesting some. I already told you what they were. I can link up the video for last month. It tells you what all these plants are. But here they are. They're happy. I definitely thought people were going to want to buy them, and you know what? Nobody did. So, more for me, I guess. All right, looks like the husband's home. Gotta go, bye! Well, that's my July garden. I'm looking forward to seeing what changes happen in the next month or so. Make sure you stay tuned to my channel. I will be putting out content that's just not these garden tours. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, consider becoming a member, or even better, down in my description box, I have a link to my Etsy shop. Currently have, for my birthday week, a 25% off sale going on, so stock up on some herbal items that I make right here from herbs that I grow myself. All right, see you next time. Bye!